Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing an Empties video. Yay! I actually have the most amount of empty makeup products in this video than I ever had in an Empties, which is unheard of for me. Usually I don't run through makeup as quickly as I have. It was just all at once, and I've been making it a point to set some of the products that I could use up aside and really try and utilize my collection. You guys know the past year and a bit now I have been on a low buy. I've been trying to buy less and just using what I have, so that makes sense to have more makeup in this Empties than other ones because I've obviously been doing a good job at that. So if you want to see all my empty products in here, whether I would repurchase or not, then just keep watching. I'm pulling my hair. Starting off with foundation, I have 3 here to share with you. And this will not surprise you at all. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. Favorite foundation of all time right here. If I were to only pick one for the rest of my life, as of right now, it would be this one. I'm wearing it on my skin today. It's just so beautiful. I did set it today with powder, which normally I don't do. So I'm looking more matte than normal. Still have the glow from the other Urban Decay highlight. I'm just on an Urban Decay train right now that I've been really loving. I could recommend one foundation to you, to everyone. It would be the Stay Naked Weightless. That is hands down my favorite. And then if you want some more hydration, not wanting that matte look, which I personally like because it perfects my skin, then I would recommend this, which I used up. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I go through these very, very quickly as well. I don't know if I've ever saved one though. I have 2 more that are virtually empty that I probably could include today, but we'll just save those for next time. And this is my natural skin tone, is 204 Natural Buff. So that's one I use when I'm not tan or anything. It's a perfect match for me. Very hydrating, very perfecting, long wearing, infallible, 24-hour wear. The L'Oreal foundations are amazing. And then I also used up the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm in the shade 5.75. And this is another foundation that when I stop using it and then go back to, I forget how good it is. So this was one of those things that I stopped using it, went back, and then I just used it completely up until I was done with it because I loved it so much. So I'm definitely going to be repurchasing all these things. I have backups of the L'Oreal and the Urban Decay. Still haven't purchased this one because I'm so content with those 2. But I definitely would repurchase this in the future because it just looks super smooth. It has that luminosity to it. It doesn't accentuate any of my problem areas. It's the best of both worlds, which is what I'm trying to say. So it does have those smoothing properties, which I like, that glides on the skin. It's super lightweight, long wearing, but doesn't leave me flat. And that's why I like it. It is super pricey, so that's another reason why I haven't repurchased it. So that is the downside to that. And there's obviously other foundations out there that I reach for that I love even more than that. I still like it though. It'd be hard, you know, I have to compare that side by side with the other ones. It wouldn't beat my Urban Decay, I already know that, but it is a good foundation. I can see why a lot of people like the Luminous Silk. The other one, what is it? Power Fabric. Do not like that foundation. Don't. You could use like 7 pumps of Luminous Silk and it still wouldn't look cakey, which my husband did in that old video of him doing my makeup. He just kept caking that stuff on and never looked cakey. It's just one of those foundations that you can't screw up because he didn't. And he used like 7 pumps on my face and I'm just like, whoa. There goes $10 at least. Then I finished 2 concealers. Already repurchased. I have one's on the go because I can't be without these. So this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Custard. This is completely used up. Absolutely nothing left in there. Used every last drop of that one. And then the Tarte Shape Tape. This is another one that I stop using and then I go back to and then realize how much I love it. I've been scraping the sides of this and I'm still using it little bits to carve out my brows, but honestly, it's just so hard to just keep dipping back like 50 times to try and get products out. So I'm saying that's done for me because it's just taking up too much of my time. We're done with you, but I love it. Tarte Shape Tape, another one that I'll forever repurchase. And then we have a couple powder products. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in number 2 medium. It started getting all gross on the side because I was using a wet sponge in it, which I could just scrape off, but honestly, it's been so hard to get anything because it's just around the edges. And once it gets to this point, it's pretty much useless for me and very hard to use, like to just keep swirling until I get enough product. I can't do it. I can't spend that much time to get it out. So this is considered done. And I would repurchase this, though I have found other powders that I do like as much as this. The Maybelline Superstay powder is another great powder that I use similarly to this. It has more coverage though. This is a little bit softer. So I would use this if my skin was more dry, and I think it's more flattering. However, I've also found that the MAC Next to Nothing powder, very, very similar formula to this, and I don't know if they still make all the shades they used to in that, but I would just honestly pick that up over this, cheaper, and it had better shade for me. But I still love the Charlotte Tilbury. I think someday I probably will repurchase that again because you guys know my love for Charlotte Tilbury, but as of right now, I'm good with the powders I have. I don't need to run out and repurchase that right now. I already have a backup of this. I've had it for a while because I was afraid of the day that this would happen. It is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. And this is another one like the Charlotte Tilbury that I'm just swirling for like 10 minutes to try and get product. I was keeping this around just to contour my nose, but honestly, I just want to bring out my new guy because it's just taking me forever to get any product and pigment from this. I already have the backup. I just need to move on, set this aside, and consider this done as well. But this is my favorite bronzer of all time, if you are not aware, and I would 100% recommend this to anyone. It's on the lighter side, but it works for when I have a tan. It works for when I am my natural skin tone perfectly. I can use this to bronze contour, which is what I like to do because it saves me time. Just do that old bronze contour. It's just a perfect color, very neutral, and it works with like every kind of look. I use this as an eyeshadow, bronzer. The formula lasts. It's super smooth, never patchy, never muddy. It is perfection, and I will forever repurchase it. That's why it's my number one. Plus, it is Marc Jacobs. It is expensive, but the amount of product you get in here is actually worth it. You get 25 grams of product. That is a lot. You break it down compared to price, and it's really not that much more than like a drugstore product, I swear. It is worth the investment, in my opinion. Sure, it takes a chunk of change initially, but if it's the only bronzer you're using, it's worth it, in my opinion. So highly, highly recommend. You guys know I love that thing. Then we have one of my Urban Decay brow blades in here. There's a couple more coming, but we just have one this time. I use the shade Dark Drapes. The only thing I use on my brows right now, minus gel. In terms of pigment and to fill in, this is what I use. I like there to be space in between the hairs of my brows so you can actually see skin. And that's just the kind of look that I like. I did a whole tutorial of this on my IGTV recently because I kept getting questions even though I have something on YouTube showing this. So you can check out the same brow routine on YouTube as well. But if you want a super quick tutorial, go to IGTV and I show you there. Really easy to do. Takes me no time at all. Literally my favorite brow product. One of my favorite products ever. And it's Urban Decay too. Like those two things from Urban Decay, holy grail status. Nothing beats those in my opinion. And it's crazy it's the same brand. To me anyways, because normally that doesn't happen. You find like one from a brand maybe, never two. And then I also used up the Infallible Flash Cat eyeliner. I really like this, and it comes with this handy little thing here that you can create a wing. If you're having issues like today, oh my gosh, boy did I need this today. You can probably tell that this eye is much thicker than the other one. I preferred how this one was looking, but you know how it goes. Some days it just does not happen for you in terms of makeup, and today was one of those days for me. So if I would have had this, it would have been a whole lot easier. It really does help you create the same wing size, which I needed. And it's a really black, beautiful formula. Why can't I get this back on? So if you're looking for one of those felt tip pens, which is my preference for liner, then I would recommend this one. It was awesome, and it helps you out when you need it, which I did today. Then I only have one mascara. A couple of them I honestly should put in here because they need to be thrown out. Like my CoverGirl Exhibitionist, that should be here. I'll show you next time. But I have this one today to show you. It is the Extended Play Giga Black Lash from MAC Cosmetics. This is the most beautiful brush for the lower lashes, and that's what I would continuously use it for. I have no mascara on my lowers today. It's like I didn't even finish my eye makeup look. So I would typically only use this on my lowers. However, If I was wearing false lashes, it's just easy to coat the uppers, put this on the lowers, only one mascara I need to reach for. So it's definitely a good one if you're looking for a specific one for your lower lashes. I do prefer those much thinner brushes like this. I think this is also waterproof too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it never smears on my face. Like I can wear this and cry, go outside in the rain. It's good to go. And then I have 2 lashes here from Coco Lashes, and I need to place an order with them because I wanted to wear these ones today. Realized I don't have any more. And I don't know, last week I was looking for a pair of Queen Bees and I don't have any more. So I need to stock up on my Coco Lashes, which I buy from Lady Moss. These are one of my favorite affordable brands next to Kiss from the drugstore because those are easier for me to get a hold of. And Coco have to order online and the shipping does take a bit of time to get to me, which is a downside, but they have beautiful styles. Queen Bee is one of my favorites. Top 3, I'd say, for lashes of all time. And this would probably be in like 4th place, I would say. Goddess, it's a really good style. It gives you that super winged out look. I was trying to go for that today, so I just like cut some lashes in half. Though I should have wore a strip to cover up my bad eye. But I definitely recommend checking out Coco Lashes if you haven't already, if you like false lashes. They're really affordable and have a ton of different styles, but Queen Bee and Goddess, top pairs. We have a couple skincare products to go through. This first one I've been using as a primer, so it's not actually skincare for me. It's more of a priming moisturizer. It's still skincare, but I use it as a primer, is what I'm trying to say. And this is the Pixi Skin Treats Rose Flash Balm, and it's an instant skin booster moisturizer. It's really great for hydrating the skin, and I do feel like it almost blurs my pores too. It doesn't say it does that, but it is a hydrating, radiance boosting balm, ultimate solution for waking up lackluster fatigue skin in a flash. And I do think it does that. It's really good. Also, it plays nicely underneath makeup. I like to wear this when I'm dehydrated, and I just think it gives me that boost that I need, instant skin boost. Perfect name for it, and honestly is such a good product for a primer. And then for eye cream, I used up the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I did like this prior to makeup to help with the darkness underneath my eyes, and it did help my concealer last a little bit better. It's a really nice eye cream. I would probably repurchase this again. However, it's not my top 3 for eye creams. It's a good before makeup eye cream, but there's a few other ones that I honestly would pick before this one. So it wasn't bad by any means. It's in probably my top 5, I would say, but not top 3 status. Still good, just not the best, you know? And then this I would not repurchase. It is from Fresh. I do like their skincare, and this is their Rose Floral Toner. However, it really bothered me because when I was halfway done this, the sprayer broke. And it was like so annoying because that's why I wanted this toner in a spray version. But there's other rose toners on the market that are pretty much exactly the same, that are cheaper. If I'm to use a toner, it's usually a rose water toner because those are hydrating for the skin. A lot of times I don't even use toner though, but if I were to pick a toner, it would be rose water, just not the Fresh one because of the thing that broke, which ticked me off. So I wouldn't purchase that again. And then we have the Ren Clear Calm 3 Clarifying Clay Cleanser. And this deeply cleanses and calms. This is for blemish prone skin, which I don't have, but I do have sensitive skin. And clays for me are really hard to use because a lot of times they are too harsh on my skin. Like I can't use clays that much, but when I want to clarify my skin and not use a clay mask, but something just quick like a cleanser like this is the perfect thing for me to use clay because it's a cleanser. It's not on your skin as long, so it's on briefly. It helps with clarifying my skin, and I would repurchase this again. This is a really awesome cleanser from Ren. I use this in the shower, so there's like water at the bottom of it. That's not the product. It like goes up. But this is good if you have sensitive skin, you want to clarify your skin, and want to use a clay. This has the kaolin clay in it, which helps absorb all the oils and impurities in your skin, and it really helped me out. I do find a difference when I use this, and I really enjoyed it. 100% will repurchase this. It was fantastic in the shower cleanser for me that had additional properties to it, like the clarifying that sometimes I need. Like I get gunked up, especially on my nose or my chin. Those are my problem areas. and this helped with that. I kept only this candle to show you guys because it was expensive and I love it and I'm so sad that it's gone, but this is my favorite smell in the world for home. For me, it's next to my Burberry Her. I use those interchangeably for fragrance, but for my home smell, this is the ultimate fragrance for me. So this is Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. If you've ever smelt it, please let me know how you like it. It smells like a resort to me. Like, it just smells like happiness in a scent. And that's how I always describe it. This is like what happiness to me smells like, is mimosa and cardamom. Would I repurchase this again? Probably not, because it is kind of pricey. It was one of those things. It's like, why did you spend that kind of money on a candle? Like, why did you do that? So I'm just going to stick to my fragrance from now on. I still have a soap that I'm working on, but I bring it out for special occasions. It's like my special occasion soap because it's so pricey. I also used my Revitalash Advanced app, and this lasts me longer than it said. I don't know how many, like this could have been a year, 6 months, I don't know. It lasted forever. And the thing is with these lash serums that as soon as you stop using them, your lashes go back to normal. So I haven't been using a lash serum, but when I do, it works. And this one is the best for me. This one works the most compared to other lash serums I've used. So I would like to repurchase this eventually, but it is pricey. I have other lash serums that I want to use up, but in the end, when I use them all up, I would repurchase Revitalash over all the other ones that I've tried. I've tried Grande Lash. There's one from Avon I'm using. The Revitalash one is the best though. I'm like eating in hair, and then in editing I'm gonna see this and it's gonna bother me because I can't get it off. Then my favorite tanning product of all time is the Bondi Sands, and this is the Liquid Gold Self-Tanning Dry Oil. And I like the oil because I am so dry. Sometimes when I use mousses in the winter, my skin goes like instant alligator crocodile skin. Like, it looks cracked and gross. And this is a medium tan, so it's not super dark, but it's gonna give you that healthy tan look without drying out your skin, which I need. So I will more likely, if I want something deeper, just apply this a couple days in a row, and that works out for me. But I personally need an oil for my skin, and this is my favorite. If I were to pick any one tanner, this is my #1 go-to because it doesn't dry out my skin. Then hair, I have a few products. In terms of like shampoo and conditioners, you probably will never see an empty, or hardly ever, because if there's something that I use and I don't end up liking, I usually pass it on to my husband. So I do try it a lot. It's just, it never goes empty for me because I usually give it to him. I'm like, you can use this. Here you go. This is my hair dye. I still get questions about it. I still want to change my hair, but I don't know when I will do it. This is what I'm currently using and have used for like 10 plus years. It's the Ion Demi Permanent Cream Hair Color in 3N Dark Natural Brown. I won't spend time talking about that because I've literally spent years and years talking about it. And then my favorite dry shampoo of all time is the Dry Bar Detox. I love this. I know there's cheaper dry shampoos on the market, Batiste and all those other ones at the drugstore. However, if I were to choose just one, regardless of price point, it would be the Dry Bar one. I love it. It makes my hair super clean. It doesn't leave a white cast, and it makes my hair last for days and days. Like, it is the best dry shampoo, most clarifying. It's just the ultimate for me and forever a favorite. I love it. I have to pick up another one of these come the Sephora sale because I only have a little mini of it left. So my favorite. And then we have the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. Another product I've talked about for years that I have not actually repurchased since. I have been repurchasing this for years, but I usually get this at Ulta. So I'm waiting to place an order, but it is an anti-breakage leave-in treatment for distressed hair. It is a protein. You don't need to use this all the time. Every time you shower, I don't do that. So I would just use this maybe every other time I wash my hair, which I try not to wash my hair that often. And I do find my hair is not prone to breakage that much. I do think it grows quite nicely. I do have split ends and some breakage, but for the most part, I do think that this helps with the breakage of my hair, and I have loved it. But haven't repurchased it. My hair has been pretty fine. Do I need to add that product back into my hair? I feel like it's healthy. I've been using Olaplex though as like a supplement, so I feel like that has been keeping my hair good because I don't use that all the time either, and that kind of keeps it looking healthy. And then I have a hairspray from Kerastase, and it was good. For me, hairspray, honestly, like it doesn't matter too much, except for my KMS hairspray that I love. It's just so small and I run through it so fast. But if I'm just to spray a hairspray on a non-special occasion, just everyday kind of hairspray, I wouldn't care what I reach for. Special occasion I do. I love my KMS. But this was all right. I wouldn't repurchase it personally because it was just like, all right. And then I have the Matrix Total Results Keep Me Vivid Conditioner. I really like this stuff. I think it worked great. So if you're looking for something to keep your hair looking shiny and vibrant and just colored, it really creates that kind of color glaze on your hair that just makes it look more healthy and fresh and nourished. I just love a glaze treatment for the hair. It really does bring that shine and just make it look that much extra healthy, if you know what I mean. So I did like the entire line that I've tried from this, and I use up the conditioner before the shampoo because that's just what happens to me, and I'm on my Sol de Janeiro right now, so my husband's using up just the shampoo. But if I were to pick a shampoo, that one or my Sol de Janeiro, I'm loving my Sol de Janeiro. I don't know what it is, but my hair is just, I don't know. It just feels soft but light. It just looks healthy lately and feels it too. Like it really does a good job. Plus mixed with my L'Oreal Wonder Water that I've been using, I just feel like it's a really good combination. Like it just looks good. It's growing lots. I don't plan on it, but my hair just grows fast. So that is going to be everything for my Empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful and useful to hear all the reviews of products that I have used up in full, whether I would rebuy it or not. A lot of makeup in this video, which I'm super happy about. This is good for me, is to actually go through and use up makeup. A lot of times though I will just pass it on because I know if I don't like something, but the things in makeup that I use up, you know it's love if I use up a makeup product. Let me know if you've hit pan or have run out of an entire product lately, and if you liked it or not, and if you've checked out any of these products, have reviews yourself. Let everyone know in the comments how you feel about them because it's great to just scroll through and see what everyone else is saying. I love Empties videos. I love watching them, seeing what people actually use in full, and I hope you guys enjoy the same for mine. So that is it. Officially, I always ramble at the end, but that is it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.